Do you want to know what it's like to be hugged by a cloud? This is the video for you. What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and today we're looking at another winter jacket, in this case from Bergans. This is the Bergans Memurutind jacket, and it is very comfortable and fluffy. And it comes with a surprising amount of features that we're obviously going to show you and check out how it's going to function outside. You can see that this is the black version. It obviously comes in a bunch of colors to suit your personal taste and preference. But this is a very nice high-end jacket that is definitely worth your consideration for the coming winter. Alright, so before we take it outside, I wanted to show you a few of the features of the jacket up close. First and foremost, obviously, is the outside layer, which is the PeterDoesburg Quantum fabric, which we see in several high-end jackets more and more. Obviously, the water repellent is important to keep the down inside dry. Together with the windproofness, this is a very warm jacket that we'll come back to in a minute. Now, the second thing is the hood itself. As you can see on the back of the hood, there is two Velcro stripes. You can use this one to adjust the tightness of the hood a little bit, but they claim that you can also roll the hood up so that it becomes part of the collar of the jacket, which is done with this. Now this just sits around and gets in the way, so this is already, I don't think, the best exercise in design. But then you're supposed to roll it up, it goes around, and it hooks on right there. And as you can see, this is not really becoming part of the collar. This is a pretty bad execution, I think, in what you can do with the hood. Personally, I would have just left this out completely, because, you know, if you buy a jacket with a hood, live with it. And if you don't want a hood, buy a jacket without a hood, I'd say. So, no, not a good feature at all. A few last statistics about the jacket. The fabric, like I said, is the PeterDoesburg Quantum, which is 100% polyamide nylon. The down is a 90-10, fill volume 700, stitched through, as you can see, in big compartments. The weight of the down itself is 225 grams. That is interesting to note because the whole jacket in this size L weighs only 555 grams. But they obviously carry sizes S to XXL. Alright, so that's the statistics out of the way. Last but not least, I'm going to show you the real feature of this jacket, which is found on the inside. You're reading it upside down, but it says compression right here, and this is the inner pocket, which, as you can see, pulls out completely. And as you can also see, the inner pocket is quite large. Now that has a reason, because this jacket folds up into itself. The whole jacket fits into this little pocket, obviously to make transportation easier and storage as well. That's what I'm going to show you right now. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you the whole process, but I'll speed it up for you a little bit. And then we're going to take it outside and look at some more features. Now obviously I cannot really talk about a winter jacket without taking that aside. So here we are in a park near my house. Excuse the wind, hopefully it is not ruining the audio too much, because this is just a GoPro. And also excuse the shades, but I don't want to be squinting on camera since it's a surprisingly nice day actually today. This is how the jacket looks on me. I'm about 6'1", 200 plus pounds, so that's about 185, above 90 kilos, so just gives you an idea of the size of the jacket. It fits me surprisingly well, it's quite nice and quite snug. And as you can see, it's a bit of a poofy jacket. The compartments where the down is in are quite large. And in, for example, comparison to the Bergans jacket we looked at in an earlier video, where the compartments were much smaller, you can see that it's a bit more poofy than that jacket in particular. But it's not, you know, uncomfortable or anything, and it doesn't look too Michelin Man-like. I quite like it actually. The benefit obviously of the bigger chambers and the down is that you can fold it up as small as I showed earlier, but also that it blows itself back up to sort of the normal size as it is when it's just out. But you can see when I press it, I hope you can see it on camera actually, it sort of depresses quite a bit and it sort of sucks itself full of air again, which makes this such a warm and comfortable jacket. And it really is, like I said in the beginning of the video, like being hugged by a cloud. It's a super light jacket, weighs less than 600 grams. And because there's so much air in it, obviously it's super warm, but it also makes you feel sort of snug inside, if that makes sense, which is a really nice feeling. That makes it a really comfortable jacket. Now we got one zipper here on the front, nice and accessible, and then we got pockets here on the side and on the other side as well. Zipper is a two-stage zipper, so obviously you can see one part is down and one part is up here, but I can zip this one with one hand very elegantly all the way up if I so desire. So you can actually split it and get some extra ventilation or cooling if you want to. Cooling and ventilation is something to consider actually. This jacket doesn't have it. The down obviously is super warm, but as soon as you get inside or as soon as you get in the sun without any wind, I found it quite easy to sort of almost overheat in this jacket. It gets really warm inside really quickly. So I found myself, you know, dropping my kid off at school, immediately taking the jacket off, at least opening the zipper, because it gets so warm so fast. There's no, you know, added ventilation under the arms or on the sleeves or anything, and the structure is also slightly different than the Bergans jacket, for example, we looked at, that really had body heat mapping and so on. This jacket doesn't have that. It's just, you know, a warm shell altogether, which obviously has a lot of benefits because it's going to keep you nice and warm, but yeah, the overheating is an issue as soon as you go indoors. Alright, so conclusion time. What do we make of this Bergans jacket? I like it a lot. I really enjoy testing this jacket because it is one of the most comfortable things that I've ever worn in my life. I think they've done a really good job in designing and making a jacket that not only looks good, but is highly functional. You know, aside from taking it inside where you're going to overheat, obviously that is going to be a downside from a jacket that is this insulating. I think this is something you can wear all winter long, and I would even recommend it to anybody living in Scandinavia or Canada. It is that warm and that comfortable. I think it fits me well. In general, I think it's really comfortable to wear because it's light, because the down soaks up so much air and sort of hugs your body, not tight, but gives you a nice comfortable feeling inside the jacket, which is great. I don't think that this is some kind of hardcore hiking or trekking jacket. For that it just lacks some features like ventilation, maybe even more waterproofing and so on, but this is a perfect jacket for everyday use in winter. It is expensive, yes, but for that obviously you get a high performing product. We've said this many times on this channel. You really get what you pay for. Sure, you can go, you know, 200 euros cheaper and you get a jacket with some features and some insulation that will probably get you along just well. But if you really want a bit more performance out of your jacket, a bit more style I think as well, then I would have no problem forking over this kind of money. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at this Bergans jacket. Thank you Bergans for providing us with the review unit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely check out what they have to offer for you. Might not be this jacket, could also be one of their other products, and hope to catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!